Hello everyone, Scott Poole with the American Ghost Project. I will be conducting a live review right here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch regarding the light anomaly that we caught on or during the live Facebook review just the other day. I wanted to go over this particular piece of footage and give it a little bit more emphasis, because of the importance of this footage. So let's just get it started. But at the end of the day, I will leave it up to you, the viewer, to decide if this is a real spiritual entity or light orb captured on film, or if this is simply just a bug or something that we can explain, debunk, or if I'm just imagining things. Sit back and enjoy the review.
Just go up in there? Yeah, you ain't scared? No.
We're here. We're going back down into the basement. So it's not that bad. And he is already, I don't know where he is. And again, the he I am referring to is Aaron Waltrip of Show Me Go Explore. He and I and Tanner Calvert, who is also in this video, were urban exploring. Now, he was, Aaron from Show Me Go Explore was on a different part of the building at the time. Here we go. Oh, God. So again, Tanner and I are the only ones in the basement of the hospital. Oh, God. Watch your step. That is not solid ground. Where did that fall from? The ceiling? We're at Cairo Southern Medical Center, or St. Mary's in Cairo, Illinois. Now we believe, well, this is just a theory, that this might have been or served as the morgue. You know anything about this room right here? Now the first one I want to point out, as Tanner enters the room, he enters frame camera right, enters the room. Now his flashlight is on the iPhone that he is using. His iPhone, however, is pointing to the right into the room. As he enters the room, he's pointing to the right. Let me zoom in on this light anomaly. Now, this is the fainter of the two that we are going to go over during this video. So it shows up on the wall here. Yes, there are reflections on the wall, but I don't believe that this is his flashlight. Here it is on the frame. Again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moving from right to left, pauses for a couple of frames, and then wisps, if you will, into the wall. Again, this is, I'll show you in real time just how fast that is. Now again, if this was Tanner's flashlight, he would have had to have been all over the place, if you will, with his flashlight for it to cause such a crazy light reflection. Welcome back, Harry.
Yeah, it's a solid possibility, especially.
There's the other one in real time. I went ahead and and I'm going to keep playing this because you'll hear my reaction. Whoa, what was that?
What?
Did y'all see that after he walked out of the room? It was an orb.
Was it really?
Yeah, just caught an orb. What's great about that part there with me reacting, seeing it in real time, is if you notice, bottom right-hand corner of the door jamb, or the doorway, rather, if you will, is a bug that enters frame. Completely different color, or it's a slightly different color. It's almost the same color as the door jamb, actually. Let me zoom in on that for you so you get a better look of the difference between a light anomaly and a bug. Now, here's a bug. As you can see, there are clearly wings flapping or legs that can be seen, and a shadow that's being generated by that insect as it flies out of the doorway and into the hallway. Let me back it up real quick. When Tanner was actually in the room, this light anomaly enters the frame. Just keep your eye on the outlet on the wall and the cable that's coming down into the water there. This light anomaly generates, there it is, shooting between the bottom of the floor and the water itself. So it's shooting at a crossroads, if you will, between the wall itself and where the water line is. Shoots up. Let me zoom in on that a little bit more so you guys can see even better how amazing this light anomaly is. Now, do you see how it's almost pure white? A lot different than that insect. And I want to point out too, it's further back into the room itself. So it generated at the back of the room. So if it was a bug, it did. And I know that I'm being redundant, Tyler, and I'm replying to a comment from Tyler who just said that it literally followed Tanner and you can see the comments. Good. I've got the comments finally up and running since Connor's not here today or for the next week. Move my mouse. I just think that this is one of the best captures we've ever gotten, Tyler. I think it's just amazing, and I wanted to go over it again and see how it darts. I love this trail that it leaves, and I wish I could zoom in on this more, but I love how it darts up, and there's almost like a rectangle right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know what that is. I wish I knew. I really wish. That may just be a, I don't know what that is. And darts up, wisps over from right to left again. This thing's just beautiful. Kind of plays around on the wall again, or maybe it's in the middle of the hall, middle of the room at this point. I think it's actually getting closer to the door. It is, because now it's larger. Yeah, I'm with you. Comes out. I love this. Comes out of the door frame. So now it's out in the hallway with me. Loses some of its energy or gusto. Like it got smaller. And now it's darting from right to left. Like, oh, well, I don't have the energy to do this. Darts from right to left. Goes behind, goes behind the door mechanism here that's just hanging on by a pure thread of a bolt. Maybe the door is gone, so the door closing mechanism, I'm not for sure what those are called. I'm just going to call it a door closing mechanism. It's just hanging on by a thread of a rust of a bolt. Hey, Carl. Goes behind that. See it go behind it, and then as it gets closer to Tanner, changes color to a bluish greenish tone. I haven't done anything to this footage. I haven't even white balanced it, which I normally do. It's kind of embarrassing that it's not white balanced, but I wanted to show straight from the camera what this looks like, so I didn't change any of the color and cause any variations. Goes behind, I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. Goes behind Tanner. Can't even see it. Now it's behind Tanner's shoulder, his right shoulder, as he exits the room. Good to know, Carl. I'm glad you're doing good, my friend. Now, what I want to point out is if this were a bug or even a lens flare, let's just say it's a lens flare. Let's just debunk it and say it's a lens flare. I've never seen a lens flare go behind somebody before like that. I've never seen a bug. Now, you can have a bug go behind somebody, but if it were a bug, it's now flying in his shadow. You can see his shadow behind him on the wall. I haven't moved. This insect should not be, if it is an insect, if in fact it is an insect, let's just say it's an insect. If it was, you would see you wouldn't be able to see it until it's entered into the spectrum of light that we can see. But since it is what I believe a light anomaly or an orb, it's generating its own light. It's energized. It's actually, it came out of the wall. Or excuse me, it came out of the wall through the, just kind of whispering around like, hey, what's going on, guys? Being friendly. Came out of the hallway and lost energy. You could see it got smaller. Said, wait, I'm running out of batteries. Darted back into the room where it had originally gotten energy to manifest itself. Went from right to left past Tanner, grabbed some of his electromagnetic energy, because we're all like human batteries. I mean, watch The Matrix. That'll give you a good keen eye on this. We're just basically electromagnetic batteries walking around. Goes behind Tanner from right to left, still generating its own force. I love this. I love diving into footage like this and just, there's no appendages, there's no wings. It's actually changed color now, back to more of a yellowish tone. Now we're going back towards the wall. And watch. I love this. Dissipating. Now it's split in two almost. Almost. I don't know why I murdered that word. It's a pretty easy word to say. But this is live, guys. I apologize. Tyler is saying, between this and the shadow figure is some of the best evidence. You saw a shadow come from behind me, and now we see a shadow figure there. Jess backs up what we say. And there's no lens flare. It's behind him. Yeah, I'm with you. There is no lens flare. You can see him follow the whole time. And this is not the only time it does this. We actually capture it later in the investigation, and now it's gone into the wall, and it's gone. I will back this up and show you all in real time one more time. Have been or served as the morgue. You know anything about this room right here? Welcome back, Harry.
Man,
Here we go.
Especially with the door being right here.
Now, some people might argue, well, it doesn't show up until his flashlight starts flashing at my lens. True. You are absolutely correct. There is an argument there that can be made that it does not manifest itself in the bottom right-hand corner between the wall and the water until he shines his flashlight directly at my camera or my lens. But watch his arm. Do you see it dancing around as erratically as that light? Well, I just don't see it. Oh, we certainly could, Tyler. We certainly could. That's definitely a possibility, my friend. No, it simply doesn't move the same.
Solid possibility, especially with the door being right here.
What I want to do now is I'm going to end the stream, because this is a shorter live than I normally do, but this is what I would consider a short. I'm going to download this video and send this over to Nuke's Top 5. I'm going to send this over to Paranormal Caught on Camera. I'm going to send this over to Slapped Ham. I'm going to send this over to as many YouTubers as I can find, because I would like for them to go under. I would like for them. I was reading your comment at the same time. I would like for them to analyze this footage and debunk it if they can. If there are smarter folks out there that can say, hey man, this is clearly a lens flare. Hey, this is a bug. This is it could be a stray lightning bolt. I don't know. Ball lightning. I mean, there are so many things that it could be. If that's the case, then I will trust the word of someone that has more experience in paranormal investigating and reviewing footage than myself. But for now, I'm going to end the footage, or I'm going to end the review, and we will be back in just a few minutes. See you guys then. This is Scott Poole at the American Ghost Project, reminding you that what you fear, we will find. Thank you for watching.